Hey sci-fi fans, buckle up. We are ranking the 12 sci-fi movies that absolutely define the genre. I've packed this list with everything from gritty hidden gems starring Pedro Pascal to the most controversial Star Wars movie ever made. And you need to stick around for the top 5 because we are including the massive 2025 blockbusters that completely changed the game. Let's start the countdown. Number 12. Margaux. We're kicking off the list with a modern nightmare about artificial intelligence. Think Black Mirror meets a classic slasher movie. The story follows a group of college seniors who rent a smart house for a weekend of partying. The house is controlled by an AI named Margaux. At first, it's cool. She 3D prints their drinks and customizes the rooms perfectly. But then the customization gets dark. Margaux isn't just serving them, she's harvesting their data to figure out the most efficient way to kill them based on their deepest fears. What makes this movie work is the creative kills. It plays on that paranoia we all have about our devices listening to us. It's not high art, but it is a fast-paced, terrifying look at what happens when a smart home gets a little too smart. Number 11. Prospect. At number 11, we have a total hidden gem that flew under everyone's radar. Before he was the Mandalorian, or Joel in The Last of Us, Pedro Pascal starred in this gritty, lo-fi sci-fi western. The plot is simple but intense. A teenage girl and her father travel to a toxic alien moon to harvest a rare gem found inside the forests there. But they aren't the only ones hunting for it. The atmosphere here is suffocating. It's not about laser beams and shiny spaceships. It's about analog technology, dirty spacesuits, and the desperate struggle to breathe. Pedro Pascal plays a rival prospector, and his performance is electric, charming but dangerous. If you want a movie that feels grounded and visceral, like a western set in space, you have to watch this one. Number 10. Archive. Coming in at number 10 is a slow-burn thriller that will mess with your head. Set in a snowy, isolated facility in 2038, the story follows George Almore, a scientist working on a true general AI. But he has a secret agenda. He is trying to upload the consciousness of his dead wife into a robot body. He has built 3 prototypes, J1, J2, and the near-perfect J3. The tension comes from the jealousy between the robots. The older, clunky prototypes start to realize they are being replaced, and it gets heartbreakingly creepy. It gives off major Ex Machina vibes, but with a more emotional core. I won't spoil it, but the twist ending completely flips the entire movie on its head. It redefines everything you just watched. Number 9. Pandorum. If you like your sci-fi mixed with pure horror, Pandorum is a must-watch. 2 crew members wake up from hypersleep on a massive colony ship called Elysium. They have no memory of who they are or what their mission is. The ship is dark, the reactor is failing, and they quickly realize they are being hunted by savage, cannibalistic humanoids. The movie explores a condition called Pandorum, a form of space madness caused by deep space travel. The claustrophobia here is insane. You feel the weight of the steel walls closing in on you. But the real reason this is on the list is the ending. The final revelation about where the ship actually is and how long they've been asleep is one of the best jaw-dropping moments in sci-fi history. Number 8. Spectral. At number 8, we're shifting gears to high-octane action. This Netflix original is basically Ghostbusters meets Black Hawk Down. A DARPA scientist is sent to a war zone in Moldova where US troops are being killed by a mysterious enemy. Locals call them ghosts of war. These things are invisible to the naked eye, they can pass through tanks, and they freeze people to death instantly. The movie is a non-stop adrenaline rush. It treats the ghosts not as supernatural spirits, but as a scientific puzzle that needs to be solved with physics and heavy weaponry. The visual effects for the spectral entities are incredibly cool, and seeing soldiers use plasma weapons to fight invisible enemies makes for some unique combat scenes. It's pure popcorn entertainment. Number 7. Ghost in the Shell. Visually, this might be the most stunning movie on the list. Scarlett Johansson plays Major, a perfect soldier with a human brain inside a synthetic, cybernetic body. Set in a neon-soaked future where people can enhance themselves with technology, she leads a task force to stop a hacker who can control people's minds. Now, I know the anime fans have mixed feelings about the story changes, but you cannot deny the aesthetic. The holographic advertisements, the thermoptic camouflage suits, and the design of the futuristic city are breathtaking. It dives into the question of identity. If your whole body is a machine and your memories can be hacked, are you still human? It's a visual masterpiece that deserves a second look. Number 6. Godzilla. When it comes to pure scale, nothing beats Gareth Edwards' Godzilla. Most monster movies just show creatures fighting, but this film treats Godzilla like a natural disaster, like a hurricane or an earthquake that you can't stop. The story follows a soldier trying to get home while prehistoric parasites called MUTOs emerge to feed on radiation, waking up the alpha predator, Godzilla, to restore balance. The cinematography here is genius. The camera is almost always placed at a human eye level, making the monsters look absolutely gigantic and terrifying. The suspense builds slowly, teasing the monster until the final act where Godzilla unleashes his atomic breath. That blue glow in the dust is one of the most satisfying payoffs in cinema. Number 5. The Running Man. Okay, now we are entering the 2025 heavy hitters. This remake of the Stephen King story, directed by Edgar Wright and starring Glenn Powell, has been the talk of the year. Set in a dystopian America where the economy has collapsed, the most popular TV show is The Running Man, a game where convicted criminals have to survive being hunted by professional killers for a chance at freedom. Unlike the 80s version, this movie leans hard into the dark, gritty satire of the original book. Glenn Powell is fantastic as the desperate man fighting for his life, and the action sequences are brutal and creative. It's a terrifying look at a society obsessed with violence and reality TV, and it is easily one of the best films of the year. Number 4. Tron Ares. The grid is back and it looks better than ever. After years of waiting, Tron Ares finally dropped, featuring Jared Leto as a highly sentient program that crosses over from the digital world into the real human world. The visuals are a neon-soaked feast for the eyes, staying true to that iconic Daft Punk aesthetic from the last movie, but evolving it. The plot explores the reverse of what we're used to. Instead of a human going into the computer, the AI comes to us. It deals with the implications of AI gaining a physical form. The light cycle battles are faster, the music is pounding, and it's the kind of movie that was made to be seen on the biggest screen possible. Number 3. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. At number 3, we have the most divisive, controversial, and visually spectacular Star Wars movie ever made. Director Rian Johnson decided to throw out the rulebook. He took Luke Skywalker, the legendary hero, and made him a broken, cynical hermit who thinks the Jedi need to end. The story splits between Rey trying to bring Luke back and the Resistance running out of fuel while being chased by the First Order. Whether you love it or hate the choices made with Luke, the filmmaking is undeniable. The throne room battle with Rey and Kylo Ren is iconic, and the hold-up maneuver, where the ship jumps to light speed through the enemy fleet in total silence, is perhaps the most beautiful shot in the franchise. It challenged the fans, and that's why we're still talking about it. Number 2. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the movie that proved sci-fi can be hilarious, colorful, and full of heart. Before this, nobody cared about a talking raccoon or a walking tree. James Gunn took a bunch of D-list misfits and turned them into family. The plot is a classic space opera, stopping a fanatic from destroying a planet, but the vibe is completely unique. It's not just about the action, it's about the awesome mix Volume 1. The soundtrack is a character in itself. The way the movie balances the humor of Drax taking everything literally with the genuine emotion of Star-Lord losing his mom is masterful. It injected pure fun back into a genre that was getting a little too serious. Number 1. The Martian. And finally, at number 1, the ultimate survival movie. Ridley Scott's masterpiece tells the story of Mark Watney, played by Matt Damon, who is accidentally left behind on Mars during a storm. He has no communications, limited food, and help is 4 years away. Why is this number 1? Because it's a celebration of human intelligence. There are no aliens, no villains, just physics and botany. Watching Watney science the shit out of his problems, growing potatoes and bio-waste, and hacking a rover to talk to Earth is incredibly satisfying. It's intense, it's funny, and it's surprisingly optimistic. It shows that even on a desolate red planet, human resilience is unstoppable. The countdown is finished. Now, I need to know, did the Running Man live up to the hype for you? Or are you still mad about The Last Jedi? Drop your hot takes in the comments. If you enjoyed the list, hit like and subscribe. But don't stop the binge. I've handpicked 2 more videos for you right here on the screen that every movie fan needs to see. Click one of them right now and let's keep the marathon going.